Hello dear students, I am Dr. Pratap Naikode. Welcome to your favorite channel, PVS Science Study.
In this video we will study adulteration of Saracasoca and Polyalthia longifolia. First of all, we will see why Saracasoca is adulterated. Saracasoca, commonly known as Ashoka tree, is very popular medicinal herb in Ayurveda, and it is used for various Ayurvedic preparations like Ashokarist as well as Ashokagrita, etc. Saracasoca is commonly known as Ashok or Sita Ashok. Saracasoca belongs to Cisalpinaceae family. Actually, the word Asoka means reliever of grief. Here, A means no and Soka means sorrows. So, Asoka means a plant which is going to decrease the sorrows and which will be the reliever of grief. Due to its religious importance, Saracasoca is considered as sacred tree by Hindus as well as Buddhists. This plant is known as friend of woman as it is useful for treating a range of conditions related to female reproductive system. Bark of Saracasoca is the official part extracted from tree over 20 years of age. And hardly 5 to 10 kg of bark can be collected from a mature tree. Due to diminishing availability and increasing requirement, the Ayurvedic industry is facing acute shortage of Saracasoca drug. Due to its high medicinal value and more demand, it resulted into destructive extraction of Saracasoca. So, to fulfill the market demand, Saracasoca is adulterated with Polyalthia longifolia tree. This Polyalthia longifolia tree is also known as false Ashoka tree. So this is Saracasoca tree and this is false Ashoka tree. Both are different in morphology, but there is similarity in the name. This Polyalthia longifolia is adulterated with Saracasoca. Dear students, now we will see morphological characters of Saracasoca. As you can see here, Saracasoca is an evergreen shrub or small tree with a dense spreading crown of horizontal branches. The tree can grow up to 10 meters tall and stem can be 10 cm in diameter. In this photograph, you can see the leaves of the Saracasoca plant. The leaves are 50 to 20 cm long. They are oblong in shape. They are narrowly lanceolate, peripinnate in nature and possesses intrapetallar stipules. Then regarding bark of the plant, bark on old stem is dark green in color. As you can see here, the flowers are produced in corymb inflorescence with beautiful yellow-orange fragrant flowers. The flowers are produced throughout the year. This is the close photograph of flower where you can see different parts of the flowers. Androecium contains 3 to 8 stamens. These are the androecium. This is gynoecium of flower. Gynoecium consists of monocarpellary unilocular superior ovary with ovules on marginal placentation. Style is long and stigma is simple. This is fruit of Saracasoca. Fruit is legume which never breaks open. Fruit is 4 to 8 seeded as you can see here. It is flat, black colored leathery pod. The pod is woody and tapering at both ends. It is 12 to 20 cm long and 5 cm in width. Inside the fruit, seeds are produced. As you can see here, seeds are ellipsoid, oblong and compressed, flat about 1.5 inches long. The flowering and fruiting of Sarakasoka occurs from July to October. With this, we have completed morphological features of Sarakasoka. Now we will see medicinal uses of it. Sarakasoka is strongly astringent uterine sedative and has stimulating effect on uterine and ovarian tissues. The plant shows antidiabetic activity by producing hypoglycemic effect. It means it lowers the sugar level in blood. The plant extract also shows significant anti-cancerous activity. So, it is used for treatment of cancer. The leaf extract of Sarakasoka act as depressant for central nervous system. The bark of Sarakasoka is very important for the medicinal purposes because bark is anti-abortive, that means it prevents the abortion. It is antibacterial, which means it kills the bacteria. It is anti-inflammatory, that means it prevents inflammation on the tissues. Bark is antioxidant as well as astringent, demulcent, diuretic, strongly hemostatic, neural tonic, refrigerant, sedative, uterine tonic and vermicidal. Here vermicidal means it kills the worms. The flowers of Sarakasoka are diuretic in function. So it regularizes all the problems related to urine. An extract of the flower is useful in the treatment of hemorrhoids and dysentery. The flowers are also useful in the treatment of scabies in children and various other skin diseases. Dried root of the tree are used in paralysis and bone fractures. Root and bark act as a blood purifier and skin rejuvenator respectively. Apart from that, Sarakasoka tree is considered as cardiac tonic and so it strengthens the heart muscles. It is used in various skin infections like eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis and herpes. It dissolves the oxalic acid stones formed in the kidney and thereby relieve kidney stone pain. Sarakasoka also shows cooling properties. It reduces the burning sensation and antipyretic in nature. Here antipyretic means the drug which controls the body temperature. With this we have completed medicinal uses of Sarakasoka. Now we will study Polyalthia longifolia. So these are the photograph of the Polyalthia longifolia tree. Polyalthia longifolia is commonly called as marsh tree. It is also known as Indian fir and false ashoka. This plant is belonging to Annonaceae family. Polyalthia longifolia is also a medicinal plant, but the medicinal properties of Polyalthia longifolia are not as good as the Sarakasoka tree. The name Polyalthia longifolia has specific meaning. Here the Polyalthia means cure, longifolia means the tree has long leaves, as you can see here. This is fast growing tree and so cultivated as avenue tree as well as roadside tree. Polyalthia longifolia is available in plenty. Dear students, you might have seen this plant in your vicinity because it is very common. It is generally cultivated as ornamental plant. Due to plenty of availability as well as cheaper in price, this Polyalthia longifolia is used as adulterant in Sarakasoka. In the dried form, it is very difficult to differentiate Polyalthia longifolia from the crude drug of Asoka by examination with the naked eye, and so easily adulterated. Polyalthia longifolia is considered as non-harmful adulterant, because it does not cause harm to the patient when it is adulterated with Saraca-Soca drug. Now we will see morphological features of Polyalthia longifolia. These are some photographs of the tree. Polyalthia longifolia is evergreen tree with straight trunk, conical crown and slender drooping branches about 10 to 15 meter tall. Bark of the tree is dark greyish brown. Branches sparsely fibrillous when young and glabrous when mature. As you can see here, the longest branch is seen at the base and shorter at the end of the trunk, it giving the appearance of conical crown. These are the leaves of the plant. As you can see here, the leaves are simple, shortly petiolate, which means it contains a very short petiole, alternate long, narrow, dark green and glossy. Leaflets are ovate to lanceolate with wavy undulated margin and reticulate venation. This is inflorescence of the Polyalthia longifolia. Inflorescences are axillary and shortly pedunculate, racemose bearing many flowers. Flowers of the tree are bisexual and pale green in color. They are delicate with wavy petals. Sepals are ovate to triangular in shape, tomentose from outside and glabrous from inside. These are the petals of the flowers. Petals are greenish yellow, narrowly triangular or lanceolate. Stamens are with connectives which are apically convex. Carpels are 20 to 25 in number with one ovule per carpel. Stigmas are sessile. This is the photograph of fruit of Polyalthia longifolia. Fruits are usually ovoid in shape and are borne in clusters of 10 to 20, as you can see here. Initially, fruits are green in color but turn black on ripening. This is the photograph of seeds of Polyalthia longifolia. Seeds are pale brown ovoid with a longitudinal groove. So this is the longitudinal groove on the seeds of Polyalthia longifolia. One seed is produced in each fruit. Flowering and fruiting of Polyalthia longifolia occurs between April to June. With this we have completed morphological features. Now we will see medicinal uses of Polyalthia longifolia. Polyalthia longifolia is used as antipyretic agent in indigenous system of medicines. Here antipyretic means the drug which lower the body temperature in fever. The stem, bark and leaves exhibit antioxidant properties. The extract of the leaves of the plant possesses a significant anti-inflammatory activity. The stem bark has anti-tumor activities and hence can be used as anti-cancerous agent. Polyalthia longifolia has glucose lowering properties and hence it exhibits effective anti-hyperglycemic activity. So it lowers the blood sugar level. The seeds shows antibacterial as well as antifungal activities against various bacteria and fungi. The leaves of the plant shows hepatoprotective activities. The plant also shows bitter, cooling and febrifuge properties. In many parts of India, it is used for treating fever, mouth ulcers, indigestion, rheumatism, scorpion sting, diabetes and skin diseases. The bark is given to treat excessive menstruation, white discharge and also to to prevent the abortion. The stem bark is used in treatment of diabetes, high blood pressure, and even to treat bone fractures. Apart from that, the oil of the seed has antimicrobial activity and so used as antiseptic. So this is regarding medicinal uses of Polyelthia longifolia. With this we have completed adulteration of Sarakasoka with Polyelthia longifolia. Thank you.